Let's get our guest speaker up here, guys. It's amazing. This young man, he talked about on August 14th, light bulb moment, a light bulb moment on August 14th. Remember that, Mr. Gage? He talked about a light bulb moment. How you do anything is how you do everything. He talked about that. He talked about, he's got a gym coach. He's got a coach now because this is a gym and it's not fun in the beginning. He says you must dream like a kid. Oh wow. Without further ado, all the way, I don't know if he's in Houston, Texas with his son or he's in Miami. This young man is all over the southern Baltimore, Maryland. Three places he's at a lot, doing a lot of investing out there with his excess capital. Can we give a warm welcome to none other than Regional Vice President, Mr. Shakeel Cooper?
Thank you for that introduction. It's always great to be on a call. I can't wait to be back in Nashville. I was just thinking about it. I miss the food. I remember going out with Mr. Thomas. He was like, try this out. It was one of the best, food I've ever had in a long time. So it's always a good time to just be on the call, be around the people that's on the call today. And as always, I just like to have a conversation with everyone. Just because some of the things that I've learned throughout my career, I feel as though most people, they apply it, it'll work. But it requires consistency. So again, if you're not taking notes, I would suggest that you do take notes. I'm going to give you a couple tips today of things that I do to have success in anything. So number one, the people on the call who don't know who I am, like Mr. Thomas said, I got started in this opportunity when I was 20 years old, no business background, knew anything about business, but I was going to Morgan State University while working at Applebee's. So I was a full-time student, full-time worker, and one of my close friends said, hey, you open to making some extra money? Came down to an event, saw the information, said, this makes a lot of sense. I'm like, if they can do it, I can do it. Got started right away. The next day, I had my first home meeting, signed up my first business partner, got qualified in 24 hours. And for my first 2 weeks, I was able to secure my check. It was a 30-day bonus. And once I saw that I got a check with a comma, it blew my mind because I'm like, I made more money doing this than working at Applebee's, getting paid $3.63 an hour plus tips. And I'm working at Applebee's in Baltimore City where most people don't tip. So being a full-time student, seeing the information, I said to myself, if I actually go out there and apply the work to what I'm about to do, then I know for a fact it's only a matter of time before I have success. And the number one thing I want to talk about is belief. So if you're writing down notes, write down belief. You got to believe that you're going to go to the top and you're going to win. So nobody else believes it more than you, meaning that you don't need a mentor to motivate you to want to be the best. And the reason why I say that, because when I got started in business, my mentor, he was surprised. He's still surprised because he's never seen it happen before where a person get involved in a business, 100% coachable, and they're willing to do the work every single day. Just imagine you recruiting someone like me to get involved in your business, and you really don't have to do too much, but just let him be. Let him just do his thing. So by me doing that, my mentor found someone that was coachable, someone that believed in himself, and someone that had the work ethic. But the reason why I said that, because my mentor also have those same things. So you're going to attract those type of people in your business if you become that person. So if you're not that person, it's going to be very hard for you to attract people that's like-minded. So when I got involved in the business, I had a great mentor. So number one, I said write down belief. Number two, mentor. In anything that you need in life, you need a mentor. You need someone that's better than you. Literally someone that's better than you. And the reason why I said is because, again, I told you guys, I just started having a trainer. And it's like, I got more results in a shorter time frame than me spending years wasting time in the gym trying to figure it out. But by having the right mentor and doing the right things and having someone tell you to, even when it's hard, to keep going, keep pushing. That's why now on social media, I'm showing people the journey. I'm waking up 5 o'clock. I went to sleep at 2 o'clock last night. I woke up at 5 o'clock, drove to the gym, got there by 6 o'clock, and worked out. And I'm still working. I'm on a call right now. I got sun up to sundown every single day. No one got to wake me up and tell me. I literally wake up and I'm like, I don't feel like going, and I put my clothes on, brush my teeth, go. Just imagine just having the mindset like, just go. Because if you sit around thinking about it, it's harder than actually getting up and just doing the work. See, most people spend so much time thinking about what they have to do instead of just doing it. So number three, just do it. When you don't feel like it, just do it. I don't feel like waking up 5 o'clock in the morning. I really don't. But guess what? I'm rewiring my brain for success because listen, people that wake up early, people that work out, you get way more done in a day. It's some people that's just waking up. I'm already ripping and running. So I can spend the rest of my afternoons with my son, going to the park, hanging out, doing the things. I'm not messing up the quality of my life. So just imagine you being able to create the life for yourself, but you actually went out there and did the work. And you did it every single day for many, many, many years when a lot of people thought that you got lucky. But I've been doing this every single day for, I would say, almost 15 years. Like, I can't remember last time I sat down and said, I want to watch TV and play video games. Like, literally 15 years of every single day. So that's why I rewire my mind to just, no matter what it is, even though I feel like doing it, just do it. I don't feel like going to the gym, but I love the results. Most people don't want to talk to people. They don't want to go out there and build relationships. They don't want to do the work. And then they complain about the results that they're not getting from the work they're not getting. But I'm telling you that when you do the work, it works. To just build a business and 12 years later, it's still growing. Like, just imagine. Most people can't say that. I'm 31. I just turned 31. I haven't even been 31 for a year. And I haven't worked a job since I was 20 years old. When I tell people anyone can do it, literally, anyone can do it because I did it. I didn't know what I was doing before, but I just did the work every single day and I was willing to change. I was willing to be coachable and I listened to my mentor and I just did the work. So I can tell you all of the tips and tricks and do this and do that. But if you're not willing to do the work every single day and be self-motivated, then you're just wasting your time. And that's what I was doing for so many years in the gym, just wasting my time, trying to do it by myself. Instead of just saying, you know what, just invest in a trainer, invest in someone that have what you want. If someone have a lot of time, I want to know, how do you have a lot of time? Someone make a lot of money, I want to know, how do you make a lot of, if someone can make money and have time, oh, I need to know what you're doing. But so many people take it for granted because you got to understand that being a part of ACN, you guys have access to people that's super successful. And you take it for granted because it's like they're always quote unquote available. No, they make themselves available. There's some people that make a lot of money and you don't even hear about them. But the ones that's putting time, energy to put together these calls, Mr. Thomas don't have to do none of this. The only reason why I do these calls is because of my relationship with Mr. Thomas. And I'll never charge him to do anything. If you need me to do something, I'll do it. Because it's all about relationships. Who are you building relationships with? Who are the type of people that you surround yourself with that you can learn from? Because I pick and choose the type of people that I want to spend my time with. And I don't spend my time with people that just, they don't want more out of life. They're lazy. They complain. So when people come to me complaining, I'm like, what are you complaining about? You was born in America. I had to fly here. You had a head start. You didn't have to spend $10,000 plus to get a green card and go through that whole process. Most people had a head start. I didn't get my first job until I was 17. I was a lifeguard for a summer. I taught myself how to swim. Just who teaches themselves how to swim? Tread water. Listen, I became a lifeguard and I passed. Then I started working at Applebee's for about 2.5 years. I used to be at work every single day, and I went to school. I had good grades when I dropped out of school. The only reason why I dropped out of school because I knew it made no sense for me because I'm about to be a millionaire. Why would I waste time, energies doing something I don't want to do just because all my friends are going to college and I feel like a bum? No, like, listen, I did my thing in college, and college is great because guess what? It's about the network. See, if I had to start all over again, I wish I would have went to Harvard. I went to Morgan State and made something happen. I went to the most, like, if you know about Morgan State and Baltimore, is like, the only people that really go there is people they can't go to another school outside of Baltimore. That's a university. Or people from another state, like, Pennsylvania, things like that. They want to come. It's like, it's not the best college, but I made it work. So you can complain about your situation or you can make it work because some people go to private school. Some people got all these different networks of people of high quality and you don't use it. I made it work with whatever I had going on and I didn't complain about it. Millions after millions, I just played the numbers game. I probably talked to thousands of people. See, people see the finish line, but they don't understand that, listen, the average person can't even work a job for 12 years straight. Imagine trying to build a business. and still actively building the business. Most people can't do that. Why? Because it requires consistency, doing the same thing over and over and over when you don't feel like it. See, I don't have no feelings when it comes into business, because guess what? Either you get the job done or you don't. There's no in between. Either you do the work or you don't. If you don't do the work, you're not going to get the results. If you do the work, sooner or later, you're going to get the results. But most people give up before they actually hit that breaking point where your business just take off and you can't stop it if you wanted to. There's people in my organization I don't even know these folks, but they're getting the reps, customers, and they're everywhere. Imagine building a business and you don't even know most of the people, because there's so many people that's coming in, and they work with their own people. They qualify their own people. They train their own people. Are you duplicating yourself, or is it just you? Because you can do everything great, but if you can't duplicate it. So number 4, duplication. You got to duplicate. So guess what? Whatever you do is what you're going to duplicate. So if you haven't been having success, you got to ask yourself, what am I duplicating to my organization? Because I just duplicated hard work. Just do it every single day. And it's only a matter of time before your business take off. And that's the only thing that they seen was that, man, he just kept doing it every single day. When everybody was quitting on him, when everybody gave up, he kept working. He kept working. Through the ups, through the downs, guess what? Every single Saturday training, every single event, like literally did every single thing. I was one of the most consistent IBOs in ACN history, and probably still am to this day. Never gave the uplines no trouble, never gave the company no trouble, just went out there and just did the work and never complained about it. If you ask anybody about me, they're going to say, like, that boy just worked. He just worked. All I know is just do the work. I don't complain. I don't beg. I just work. I wake up every single day and do what I got to do. Because if you're on this call and you got kids and you're not working hard, why did you have kids? See, I want my son to live a lifestyle where it's like, he just, no stress, no trauma. Don't worry about, we had to eat oodles and noodles growing up, and that sad story that most people love to sell, which, it's true for some people. But at the end of the day, listen, you can change the next generation. You can't change your generation, but you can change for your kids. Do you want your kids to go to a better school? Do you want your kids to be in a better environment, grow up in a neighborhood where they can actually ride their bikes down the street and you don't got to worry about something happening? I want my kids to grow up in mansions, and why not? We only live this thing called life one time. I never met someone that came back and said it's better on the other side. So I'm going to live this up to the fullest. I'm going to live a life of abundance. I'm going to look good. I'm going to take care of myself. And guess what? If I say I want to live till 100 years old, then guess what? I'm going to act like it every single day. I'm grateful. I don't complain about life. Some people complain about what they got going on. You're able to wake up and have another chance to do something. Most people don't. So it's all about your perspective on things. See, I have a grateful mindset. I'm grateful for any and everything, because guess what? I was just a kid from Baltimore trying to figure it out. I had a dream of coming to America and getting rich one day. I've been told myself since I was a kid, before I even got on a plane, I used to look at the planes and be like, one day I'm going to get to America. I remember when rappers like Jay-Z and all of these people used to come to the carnivals, and it's like we seen them on TV. I'm like, man, one day I'm going to get to America and live that lifestyle. Literally. So since that moment I had that dream, I just manifested it. I even told myself that, listen, even if I had to go be a pilot to get to America, I would, because I wanted to be a pilot before 2001. I didn't come to America until 2002. I moved to America at 9 years old with a dream that one day I'm going to make it big. And guess what? It happened. And I'm still working like I ain't got anything, because it's not enough. Until I get $100 million, it's not enough. And I got time on my hands. So guess what? As long as I do the work every single day, even if it take another 10 years, 20 years, it's all written down. I just bought 2 new journals. I probably got like 75 journals now. I've run out of journals. Most people don't even have one journal. When last time you bought a new journal? I got to start buying 2 more, because guess what? Success leave clues. Write it down, do the work, and it's only a matter of time before it happens. That's the system right there. Write down your goals, do the work, and stop worrying about when it's going to happen, and just know that one day it will happen if you do the work. Just know that it will happen. But again, you got to do the work. So again, today's conversation was really about just doing the work. The work works. You're going to figure it out on the way. But if you don't do the work, you're never going to know what works. So again, do the work. Stay consistent. Even if you talk to one person a day, then it'll be 2 people a day. Then before you know it, guess what? Your organization is now talking to hundreds of people every single day. What if you had 10 people talking to 10 people? That's 100 people. It's a numbers game. Play the numbers. 1 out of 10 will sign up. So if you want to get 10 people signed up, you got to talk to 100 people at least. And out of those 10 people, 1 person might be of super quality. And it's a numbers, and guess what? So there'll be thousands of people every single day. That's how you play at a higher level, but it all starts with you. So again, I pass the call back to you, Mr. Thomas. I hope you guys were able to take something from today's call
Wow.
and just go out there and apply the work. That's all it is. I can
Wow.
tell you what to do, but if you're not willing to do the work, it ain't gonna work.